Hello, this is a short video explaining a few points about punctuation which students quite often get wrong in their written reports, okay, and essays and things. So, here we go. Matt's report on punctuation. Students commonly have errors with the formatting of their punctuation in reports in English. These are, oh, you can see there's a wiggly line there. The computer's telling me there's something wrong. The error is formatting in punctuation. It should be like this. After the full stop, before the capital letter, there's a space. Okay? Space. Same goes for commas. If you look down here, you can see there's a comma and there's a space after it before the next letter. Okay, so for these two punctuation marks, same for question marks, okay, and exclamation marks. For anything that ends a sentence and commas, okay, there's a space after it before the next word starts. Okay, these are easily fixed if you know what you're doing, right? Add a space, very easy. So if we go down, you can see Territ 2020 reports that Chinese punctuation marks make the spacing around the punctuation look very weird in English texts. Okay, any native English reader would quickly identify that there's something wrong here. Okay, this looks strange. Why is there this big space either side? And why are these a different thickness? Right, to the rest of the writing. Something wrong with it. And I can tell you exactly what's wrong with it. These are Chinese brackets. So, if I select this, you can see that there's not actually a space there. This is part of the punctuation mark. And that's why it just looks weird. Okay, this is how it should be in English. If I space, and then bracket in English, you can see it looks different, right? That's how it should look. This is wrong. So I'll change that one as well. Okay. There we go. So that's how it should look. Okay, and you can see it's different and it matches the rest of the writing around it. Okay. These things, it might not seem that important, but it's so obvious to somebody who's used to reading English that you can't miss it. It's just such an obvious mistake, and it's considered a lazy mistake in English because it's such a small thing and so easy to get right. If you have that wrong, you're definitely going to lose marks for it because your teacher can't help but notice it. It's immediately obvious to anyone who looks at the page. Okay, so try and get this right. And it is also worth noticing that when you use citations or in-text references like this, at the end of a sentence, the full stop should be placed after the brackets. Not here, it should go here. And this should be quite obvious actually if you consider the start of this next sentence. So this sentence here starts here. So Territ 2020, this should be quite, it's clearly wrong, right? So if you move this here, then it's all well and good, right? Put it there. There we go. Fixed. Again, very small problem and very easy to fix. And it's a very, very common mistake. Another common problem is that many students misuse commas and write run-on sentences. These are sentences that are joined together by a comma when they should not be held together by a comma. In fact, the comma does not have this function. So please write in correct sentences. Do not write in run-on sentences. If you're wondering what I mean by a run-on sentence, that is one. This whole paragraph is actually one long sentence. It ends here. This is horrible. Okay, it makes it difficult to read. So maybe you could press pause now and see if you can fix this. Where would you break this into separate sentences? See if you can have a try. And I'll give you the answer. So these are the obvious points. First one would be here, run-on sentences, change that and change that in the capital letter. Okay, that's better, that's fixed one of the problems. These are sentences joined together by a comma when they should not be held together by a comma. There's another one. Okay, that's the end of the sentence. And we can change in fact to the start of the next sentence. In fact, the comma does not have this function, so please write incorrect sentences. There, that's another sentence. And the last sentence. Ooh. Do not write in run-on sentences, please. Okay, that's enough for now. Bye-bye.